owned by Motilal Nehru.
നമസ്കാരം. ഞാൻ ഇന്നുള്ളത് ഗാർഡൻ സിറ്റിയായ ബാംഗ്ലൂരിലാണ്. ഞാൻ ഈ ഒരു ഫീൽഡിലേക്ക് ഇറങ്ങിയപ്പം ഇതിൻ്റെ ഒരു രസം ഞാൻ മനസ്സിലാക്കുന്നതെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ, വണ്ടീനെ വെറും ഒരു വണ്ടിയായി കാണാതെ അതൊരു പ്രാന്ത് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന രീതിയിൽ തന്നെ ആണെങ്കിൽ പോലും സ്വന്തം ഒരു കുടുംബത്തിലെ അംഗത്തിനെ പോലെ നോക്കി പരിപാലിച്ച് ഇപ്പം വളർത്തിക്കൊണ്ട് വരുന്ന രീതിയിൽ വരെ വണ്ടികൾ നോക്കുന്ന ആൾക്കാരെയാണ് ഞാൻ ഓരോ ദിവസവും മീറ്റ് ചെയ്യുന്നത്. ദാറ്റ് ഇറ്റ് സെൽഫ് ഇസ് വെരി റിവാർഡിങ്. അപ്പോൾ ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ കാണാൻ പോകുന്നത് ഒന്നും രണ്ടും വണ്ടികളല്ല, 100 കണക്കിന് വണ്ടികളെ സ്വന്തം കുഞ്ഞുങ്ങളെ പോലെ പരിപാലിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ആൾക്കാരെയാണ്. ഒരു പ്രൈവറ്റ് കളക്ഷനാണ് ബാംഗ്ലൂരുള്ളത്. അവർ ഓരോ വണ്ടീനെയും ഓരോ അതിൻ്റെതായ അതിനൊരു ക്യാരക്ടർ ഉണ്ടെന്നും അതിനെ എങ്ങനെ ഡീൽ ചെയ്യണമെന്നും മനസ്സിലാക്കി അതുപോലെ നോക്കുന്ന ആൾക്കാരാണ്. സോ വിൽ ആസ്ക് Rupali to join us now. Hello Rupali.
Hi.
Welcome to Motilal.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah. So I understand that you have like a huge collection and you have a passion for that. So can you tell me how what are you doing currently? Like, I know that you have something called Classic Chase. So can you tell me a bit about that also?
Sure. So Classic Chase is a brand I run. Basically, we give people vintage and classic car experiences. Now, the main aim of this is to give more people access to vintage cars, to be able to drive in them, to be able to be driven around in them and experience it, to sort of build a connect. Because the passion for these cars, or the enthusiasm, is slowly dying out with the generation, mainly because the new generation doesn't have as much exposure. So my aim is to get more youngsters involved so that we can keep it going for generations to come. So with Classic Chase, I do that. We give the cars out for experiences for weddings. We do ad shoots. We do feature films, movies. So all sorts of different things to keep my babies also running and to have them also, constantly working and kind of to get them to take care of themselves. Because restoration is actually, vintage and classic cars is a very expensive hobby. And so I want to figure out how they can take care of themselves so they can protect themselves for generations to come.
Yeah. So Classic Chase, is it a website? How do people contact you for booking your vehicles?
Sure. So we have a website called classicchase.in. So if you just log on to the website, you have all the details of the cars available and their prices, and then from there you can reach out to us.
Okay. So what is the range of cars that you in your collection? You have cars starting from 1930s, is it? Or
1886, the first gasoline powered vehicle. So the first thing you can call a car is in the collection. So the first gasoline powered vehicle, that's the Benz Patent Wagen. The only original one in the country is the oldest one in the collection.
Okay, nice. Cars are there with you guys?
So let me show you instead of describing more. So let me take you to the collection and show you all of them.
Okay. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇന്ന് ഡോക്ടർ രവി പ്രകാശിൻ്റെ കളക്ഷൻ കാണാൻ ഇറങ്ങിയിരിക്കുകയാണ്. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മൾ ഇത് പ്രോപ്പർട്ടിയിലൂടെ നടന്നിട്ട് ഫസ്റ്റത്തെ ഗരാഷിലെത്തിയിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് കൂടുതൽ ഡീറ്റെയിൽസ് റൂപാലി പറഞ്ഞു തരും. നമുക്ക് അതിലേക്ക് കടക്കാം.
One is the 1929 Mercedes Newberg. So So this car was previously owned by the Maharaja of Rajkot.
Oh, okay.
And a really interesting thing about cars back in the day is they actually had different upholstery for the driver and for the passenger or the Maharaja. So leather was in fact only used for the drivers.
Okay.
So if you see here. And then a lot of them came with extra children's seat at the back as well. So you can pull that out. Moving on, the next car here is one of our oldest cars, the 1909 Wolseley. And this actually is, my sister's really fond of this car and she says whenever I get married I want my dad to drive this car. And then this one here, this is a Lanchester Straight 8 1928 that was previously owned by Motilal Nehru.
Oh, okay. Very nice.
Yeah, so this is his car and it's actually shaped like a boat at the back.
The process wherein it landed in your dad's hands, like
so it goes through a whole different people, and then this actually when we got was in a very deplorable state, so it was in a very bad condition. So yeah, so I think he got it from Coimbatore, but I'm not sure actually from which place he got it, because he collects these over many years. Half the time we don't even know. We'll see a car and he'll say this is my friend's car in the garage, a new car, and then afterwards one day he'll say no, this is actually my car only 10 years later. So slowly now I'm trying to trace back everything. This is a very special car as well. So this is a 1933 Graham Blue Streak. There are 6 of these in the world and only 3 restored, and this is one of them. And this is actually known for its iconic waterfall grille.
Okay, so where is this car originally from?
British.
It's British.
Yeah. Basically a whole bunch of 1800s carriages. So yeah, and then on top are all these palanquins. Yeah. Behind is a 1933 Sunbeam.
So this car, whose is it?
So this car is a Sunbeam. It previously owned by the Maharani of Travancore. So it's a 1933 Sunbeam.
So it has a Kerala connection. Yeah. So Sunbeam is a British or US brand?
British brand. Yeah.